Every time you go online, someone is tracking you. That is, unfortunately, how the internet works. When we communicate with websites, we exchange information that includes some personal data. One example is our location. In fact, through our IP address, which is visible to the website that we navigate, it's very easy to get our specific location. Maybe you're okay with it, but if you consider that 2/3 of the world's internet users live under government censorship, then maybe you can see that for most of the people in the world, this might be an issue. One of the best ways to keep our privacy online is through a VPN. In this video, we'll get a better understanding on how a VPN works, and we'll see a bunch of few situations where it's extremely useful. Alright, so VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. When you navigate a website, you generally connect directly to the servers hosting that website. With a VPN, your device will first go through the VPN server and then to the website. If your public IP address is 1.1.1.1 and you're not using the VPN, the website will be able to get your address and from that get your current location. If you're not familiar with IP addresses, think of them as a sort of a fingerprint that every device has when it's online. And by the way, I have a video where I explain how they work. You can find the link in the description below. From an IP address, it's easy to get general information about the user, such as the location. But if you're using a VPN instead, and the VPN server has an IP address of 2.2.2.2, then only this IP address and the related location will be visible to the website you're communicating with. This guarantees your privacy, and it can be used against censorship too. So let's see in which scenarios a VPN can help us with our privacy. The first one is to protect us from censorship, as I mentioned in the beginning. Imagine if a certain website is censored in your country. When you normally connect to the internet, your IP address is visible, and as we mentioned, your location too. If your VPN server is in another country, then it will appear that your connection is coming from there. So even if a government firewall is preventing all the connection from your country to access certain contents, because of your new public IP address, you'll be able to access them. The second scenario in which a VPN can help us is with tracking. On the internet, it's so easy to track our behaviors. Based on our IP address, websites can track our navigation and have some information about our behavior. Imagine you connecting multiple times a day to a single website. IP addresses are not persistent, but they're generally the same throughout a single day. Because of this, the website can guess that it's the same person that is navigating since the location isn't changed. And thanks to this, they can send personal ads based on your location and take advantage of the information they have about you. But since several people connect through a VPN server simultaneously, for the website it's impossible to understand whether this is a single user or multiple ones navigating through it. In our example, the website will only see that 2.2.2.2, which is based in the US, is navigating the website, but has no idea whether this is a single person, two, or a lot more. They'll probably think that it's only a single one. The last important reason we'll mention today to use a VPN comes up for when you're using non-secure connections. This generally happens through public Wi-Fi's or when you access a website that does not use a secure connection. In these scenarios, the content you're exchanging with the website can be seen by a potential hacker that is sniffing your connection. This is called an eavesdropping attack, and it involves another person monitoring your connection and reading the content you're exchanging with the website. This can be very problematic if during that period of time you make a payment and does you reveal your payment information. Or if you log into a social media or an email account and you use your password, all this information will be revealed to the hacker. The VPN encrypts the connection between the device and the VPN server and makes it impossible for someone else to see what you're sending and receiving. If you don't know what encryption is, I'd suggest you to watch my video about encryption and you can find the link in the description below. So there are several vendors for VPNs with different prices and options. Another alternative I'd suggest if you're a bit into programming is to try to build your own one. This was everything for today. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the page, and if you have any questions, feel free to add them to the comment section below.